Hello everyone and welcome. Today I want to do a review of a takedown bow that I got just a couple of months prior to the bow season opener. Now, no one sent me this bow, I'm not getting paid any kind of sponsorship or anything like that. I want to do a review of it because when I was looking at this particular bow, I couldn't find any reviews because it isn't one of the more popular takedown recurves out there. Now, only having a couple of months to practice with this bow before the bow season opener, my bow season was mainly about learning how to carry a recurve bow in the woods. And what I mean by learning how to carry it is, during the bow season here in Alabama, there's still a lot of foliage on the trees, scrub, brush, things of that nature. And the area that I hunt in is a mountainous terrain. There's a lot of cliffs, rocks, things of that nature. And I haven't hunted with a bow in 30 years, and even back then I hunted with a compound bow, so this was a new experience for me. The bow that I have is the PSE Nighthawk. Now, this particular bow is in 45-pound draw weight, and it's 62 inches long. So that's what I mean by learning how to carry a bow like this in the woods, because of the length of it. Now, you wouldn't think that a bow in this price range wouldn't be the quality of manufacture that it is. Composite limbs, hardwood riser. The ergonomics on this bow are just fantastic. Like I said, I shot this bow literally for hours when I was learning an instinctive style. And there are a ton of accessory ports. You got two up here for quiver, bow fishing reel, plunger style arrow rest port. On the front, it's got another accessory hole for, again, bow fishing reel or a stabilizer. Now, in the video when I'm shooting this bow, I'm using 500 spine Warrior gold tip arrows that are uncut and 110 grain field tips. Now, when I hunt, I use 125 grain broadhead, and I was shooting at about 35 yards because I consider 35-40 kind of the maximum ethical shot, so to speak. They call these, beginner bows, survival bows, whatever. I wouldn't call these a beginner bow. I think that's kind of misleading because it does take skill to learn an instinctive style, because these bows, again, have no sights on them, or I shoot mine without sights. These bows are easy to set up. I set this one up myself, just with a square, laying it across the arrow rest. Now, the recommended draw height on this particular bow, I think, is 7 5/8, and I have found that running mine at about 7 1/4 is kind of the sweet spot for this bow. Now, as you can see, I have my own, kind of DIY quiver mounted to it. The reason for that is when I was looking at quivers, I saw a couple of different styles. You had the one that you carry on your back, the one to carry on your leg, and the ones that mounted to the bow seemed like they were kind of bulky, and the other ones mounted to the takedown lugs themselves, and they all ran like $180 for the ones that mounted to the bow. And like I said, I'm just not going to pay that for something I can make myself. So that's, if you're wondering about the quiver on there, that's DIY. I'm not affiliated with PSE. They didn't send me the bow. I'm not affiliated with Warrior Arrows. Nobody sent me those. All this I got on my own, made my own, and I just thought it would be a good piece to add to your bug out prepared lifestyle arsenal. And if you're looking to get into archery on the cheap, I believe the PSE is a good way to go. And I just wanted to kind of get that out there, that although something may cost less, doesn't mean that the quality of manufacture is less. So anyway, that's my review and rant, and we'll see y'all next time.